We certainly have a lot more inexperienced applicants. And so, what does it look like to hire in 2025 or soon 2026 um, with this workforce? And how do we help develop that workforce and have structure around systems and accountability for that workforce? Uh, in this kind of new age. And so that is always a hot topic and is something that I'm watching happen a lot.
So, Matt, you talk to operators every day. What's one pattern you're noticing right now?
Well, gosh, you know, there's so many. I'm trying to like pick one. Um, I think that one thing that I've been listening to a lot of operators talk about is kind of wherever they're based, what the civic support looks like for their business, which is really interesting. I've been talking with operators in the Northeast, in the Pacific Northwest, in the Southwest about the changes that are kind of happening on a civic level and local government level that are actually making business harder for them, and how they're navigating that, right? Like outside of all the other things we have to worry about, it's rules and regs and licensing and stuff like that. That's been something that I've been hearing a lot about lately. And I don't know, like, I can't put my finger on exactly why that seems to be a hot topic of the moment. But it certainly is something that's getting discussed a lot. And so, that is a great example as to this amazing community and the fact that we are spread out, all over the country, all over the world. Even, now we have members in Southeast Asia and Australia and Europe and the UK and Canada. But these folks get to talk to each other about like, hey, what are you seeing with this? Or like, how have you dealt with, this challenge? Um, and so things like that get chopped up and discussed quite a bit. I think the other thing that has been a common thread, and it's ongoing, is the conversation around staffing. It has not changed. We're still in this kind of post-pandemic shell shock moment with the staffing crisis. Like, I know it's gotten a little bit better, but I think while we have perhaps more applicants, we certainly have a lot more inexperienced applicants. And so, what does it look like to hire in 2025 or soon 2026 um, with this workforce? And how do we help develop that workforce and have structure around systems and accountability for that workforce? In this kind of new age. And so that is always a hot topic and is something that I'm watching happen a lot. Well, staffing is always complicated. I don't think there's ever been like, in the history of our business that it hasn't been complicated. It may have felt more flush at times or with candidates and applicants than it does now. But yeah, I mean, immigration, the recent challenges around immigration are consuming for owners and operators, right? Wanting to make sure that they protect their folks, I think, first and foremost. But has it had an effect on the actual kind of operationalizing that workforce? 100%, right? When you have folks that are scared to come to work, it just adds a whole nother kind of level of concern and consideration for the staffing crisis.